Started in the middle. He's on his own, just leaving him all alone. That's why he gets lots of touches there, possibly, Aiden. Because it's come out there and Junction moving it forward, but wrapped up straight away by Evans and both Evans, the brothers, working in tandem there, putting the tackle on. So knock back down here, one there by Yay. Ball bobbling around. No clean possessions under there, and we'll see a secondary ball up near the centre circle. Back up in the air now. Tap back down by Resco, that one. Paddy Evans got a quick kick up forward to the half-forward line. Came off hands there. Now picked up by Junction's Ralph. And he's tackled straight away by... That was Ben Sandals. Little bit of a dermy haircut there, Sandals. Looks like he should be at the beach in his sandals. And Paddy Evans, that's a good kick out there. Straight to that man, Sandals again, who it was a metre clear and got a kick into the top of the 4 line, and it's a mark at the top of the goal square to Aiden.
There we go. Very good start there. So a very contested sort of play to start off. Already about 4 stoppages, but they've done pretty well there, the Tigers, to get that one forward. It looks like Christy Pretzel will have the first shot for the
17.
day. 17.
Sutherland's that man, Sutherland, you mentioned earlier in the pre-match. He's been a likely type up forward for them this season.
So Sutherland from directly in front puts it away. First goal of the afternoon going the way of the Tigers. 1-0-6. Currently letting Yarra Junction yet to score, and we've been going a minute and a half into quarter number 1. And Corbin Sutherland, the big spearhead up forward for the Tigers, gets the first of the afternoon. So we wait for the ball to come back into the middle, and that's definitely the start that the home crowd would have wanted to see here today.
Yeah, he's not the tall forward, but contested mark because he's strong in that position. He's got a strong body type there who's able to hold his position, and he did that nicely on that occasion to take that chest mark.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe a bit of an Ara Mullet type from Wandon, who can certainly play taller than what he can, but maybe crafty at ground level as well. And it's certainly the type of X factor you like to see from some of your smaller forwards if they can do both. So we wait for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground now.
And it's what a small forward, or any forward wants, was that quick entry into the forward line, which Yarra were able to create on that occasion.
And a low trajectory pass as well, so he didn't have to worry about someone coming over the top. So anyway, we're back in the middle once again. Now this might be an opportunity for Fennell, but he just ran past the ball. There's still a chance though, Junction, but plenty of Yay players coming forward to crash the pack. Once again, Sandals was in the area, but he couldn't quite receive the handball. But he tackles up Hori Jury, and we will have a stoppage at half forward for the Tigers.
And apologies to Blake Sealy. It's him that's who's in the ruck at the moment, starting for Yay.
Oh, there we go. So it was Sealy, in fact, there who won the tap on that occasion, but plenty of numbers surround it once again. Just running past on that occasion was Evans for the Tigers. Now they can win it. Long kick up coming off the boot this time by Bennett, who puts it inside forward 50, but beautifully read on that occasion there by Kettle.
He's playing in front.
He did exactly right, and he read it beautifully. He goes long down the line on this occasion to a bit of a contest, and is that an intercept mark taken? No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is.
Going to Yay.
Free kick going to go the way of the Tigers, and it's that man once again in Bennett, who just got back in time. He doesn't have a lot of options to go to for the time being, does Bennett? And he just chips it.
25 metres.
There we go.
Encroaching over the mark there, Aiden.
So about a kick and a half from home, probably.
No, he's going to be just inside the 50, which is a true 50-metre line here, Aiden. And back in the day, that's achievable.
Yes, there we go.
We'll see how Bennett goes on this occasion. This end's better for you. Oh, he's gone the low spearing pass, and he's got an extra, creeped another 5 metres closer to the goal line. And it's Paddy Evans with the ball. He's gone to play on. He takes the man on the mark on, kicks it from 45 towards the goals, and no one on the goal line for Junction, and this has sailed through over the goal umpire's head. Second on the board for Yay in quick succession here. We've only been going 4 minutes into the first term, and they have 2 goals on the board, Aiden.
Very good start there for the Tigers, and they're full of confidence at the moment. And I don't even think Yarra Junction have got the ball forward to centre just yet. Pretzel,
just in that first couple of ball ups, that's about all. Not out of the centre square forward either.
No, that's right. So they're winning all the territory at the moment, Yay. So they've just got to try and find a settler here to Yarra Junction. So it all starts here in the middle once again.
Not quite sure why there wasn't a ruck or somebody down there on the line for Junction. That was just standard back in my day.
Oh, 100% Pretzel.
So ball's back in the middle. It's Sealy. He got the tap down behind himself, and now Evans is going to bust through, but I'm not quite sure he got rid of that one. He was tackled and the ball came loose. Now Junction can go forward through Gleeson towards centre forward, and that's a good mark out in front. And this looks like it might be... Is it 51 or 7? I'm not quite sure. Might be... There's a man we haven't got a number for so far, and this could be Dylan Wiltshire. The one. could be Dylan Wiltshire. He's got a 7, unless it's a 2-7 and rifle. So we'll keep an eye on that one. It's definitely not 17 because we know Troy Armstrong. So he goes around now, kicks it towards goal. It's just faded away to the right. And I'll try and keep it. It's a 57, so we haven't got a 57. Thought it was a 57, so we're going to give it down to Wiltshire as a behind. Short kick in here by Yay into the pocket. So it's Yay leading 2 straight goals to 1 behind at the moment. That's a good mark on the outer side there by Sealy. He looks to play on quickly, gets the hands off. Now it's up towards half forward. Leading in the race there was McSpirin, but the boundary line's going to beat him, and it's going to be a boundary throw-in right in front of the Yay home supporter crowd there in front of there. They're just having some renovations done in the council renovations to those social rooms at the moment. Bit of a spruce up, Aiden, which will be good for the club as well. From that boundary throw-in, the ball comes tapped over the back, and Paddy Evans gets a quick kick forward again, but it's intercepted here. Came off hands and didn't go too far. But that kick was astray by Junction onto the outer wing. Now it's in the hands of Bennett, who puts it towards the pocket, but he overshoots his target. Coming through there is Sutherland. He couldn't quite pick it up before the boundary line got to them either. And we'll see a boundary throwing in the forward half for Yay.
So another inside 50 entry for the Tigers. Doing it pretty well so far. So Junction finally getting a little bit of territory, but unable to take the opportunity in front of goal. It was picked up beautifully at ground level there by Marasco, in fact it was. Marasco. So another stoppage now inside forward 50 for the Tigers. This time it looks like it'll be a baller. So both rucks to do battle once again. Sealy won the tap, but it's been sharked beautifully by one of the Junction players, but now it's turned over and it will come back inside forward 50 for the Tigers. Where can they go? Chip to about 30 metres out. Here is Sandal. Can he take the mark? Oh, he might have got a free kick. He has. So just got a little bit of a push in the back, did Sandal.
Holding or a push. Paid there, yes.
And he will line up from directly in front, about 30 or 25 metres out probably, in fact. So fairly straightforward opportunity, but important one nonetheless for Yay to continue a bit of momentum early days in the game. We've already gone 7.25 minutes. As Sandals comes in now with that Dermot Brereton haircut, as Pretzel said, and I think he's spot on too. That's a pretty good looking kick off the boot, and he's put it through. Third goal of the afternoon goes the way of the Tigers. They lead by 17 points. 3-0-18 currently leads Yarra Junction, just the one behind. We've been going 7.5 minutes into quarter number 1.
And just they need to be able to settle coming out of defence there, Junction, and find a target, or at least find a stoppage to reset, and because they're building that wall rather easily and getting repeat forward 50 entries.
So it's back in the middle once again. Sealy back in the ruck here for the Tigers, and he's doing battle once again up against Walkley. And getting the ball there was Christie, but he was dumped in the tackle, and we'll have take 2 in the centre. Just gaining a couple of metres there once again are the Tigers. So Sealy and Walkley once again to do battle. Walkley won the tap, and now there might be an opportunity here, the Eagles. Once again, it's that man there, Wiltshire, who can send him inside forward 50. Kick probably wasn't the best, but it might work okay for Blamunik. Kick around the body, now pursuing it is Bishop. Can he get it under his control? I think the A defence will happily see this one over. The Eagles want ball, and it's going to be a sling tackle. So they'll be happy with that, the Tigers, for the moment. They hold up in defence. Chip kick into the pocket, not a bad looking one. It's currently in the hands of that man there, and Faulkner, who goes for a bit of a run, has a bounce as well, does Faulkner. He might have a second bounce, he does. He's covered about 50 metres so far, now about 60 or 70 metres. Faulkner, long kick down the ground, looking for an option, but he's turned it over, and Wiltshire comes in from the side and forces the turnover.
Yeah, it's Wiltshire's looking inboard now to the centre square, and he's got a player on here in Diego. He handballs off to the running Spalding. Spalding kicking in. He's got a player just on the forward 50 here. I think that's... I haven't quite got him yet. Maybe a 28 there. Fennell. It is. And Spalding has run on nicely. Ooh. No one stayed with him whatsoever. No. Some of these players, you'd think you're going to be ball winners. Maybe you should man up.
Exactly right.
Junction are not manning up Evans, and no one ran with Spalding whatsoever there. So he's going to have a shot, 45-degree angle, from about 45 metres out, Aiden.
That's it. He's played defence most of the year, Pretzel, but this is a big opportunity for him, and you've got a beautiful view of this one.
I do. And the camera should be straight behind him. As he's on his approach now, he goes a little bit out to the right, but he's got it straight over the goal umpire's head. Did it make the line? Yes, it looks like it did. Peter Dixon there, like that one, stuck the 2 fingers up, signalling a goal. And the first is on the board for Junction, and we've been going just under 10 minutes for that to take place.
So that's a really important goal there too for Junction. Just a bit of a steadier. Already conceded the first 3, so they'll be quite happy with that one as we wait for the ball to come back into the middle. And Luke Spalding, as Cameron mentioned there, just somehow got plenty of space with about 45 metres out from goal. And
he was a running player, made the play through the centre and then just kept moving.
And just wasn't checked. So now it looks like Darcy Pell is going to take the ruck duties here for Yay.
And change for Junction as well with the president, Troy Armstrong.
So we're back in the middle once again. Armstrong against Pell. And Armstrong wins that one. He gets it moving forward, but once again, plenty of pressure being applied by the Yay midfielders. Now might be a chance once again for the Tigers. Currently in the hands of Christie, who gets it just short of about half forward. Now they can go long inside forward 50. That kick just falling short. It might work out here for the Eagles. Oh, interesting looking handball. Umpire calls them to go. Oh, gee, this is frantic stuff from the Eagles. And now it might get out through Chapman. And they do get a kick clear, so they've done that pretty well here, the Eagles. And they might be away as they go over through the Gembrook wing. Good long kick here this time to... is it Fennell, is it?
Yep.
Fennell inboard. Not a bad-looking kick to Dargy. He's got to get under his control, but he's tackled straight away. It just fell short of him, Dargy. And that's not going anywhere. Umpire still allowing play to go, and eventually he does call for it. Just wasn't really moving the ball. So stoppage here about 70 metres out from goal for Junction, who just kicked the last one. So there might be an opportunity here, but it's grabbed out of the ruck beautifully there by Pell. He got the handball away, and here go Yay through the Gembrook wing. Long kick going down the line. Not really to anyone in particular. Spalding will track it back. Does he keep it in? No, he doesn't.
It was a young speedster in Gregory. I'll look forward to watching him throughout today's match.
So another boundary throw in this time. So Yay got it to about half forward. What can they do here? So once again,
in front of the members bar.
Armstrong got there first, now picked up by Christie, but once again just couldn't quite keep it in play. And they go maybe 1 or 2 metres do Yay. So it'll be a 50. It'll be a boundary throw, and probably on that 50-metre arc there that intersects the boundary line. So once again, it'll be Armstrong in the ruck for Junction. And it looks like he might be competing against Marasco, is it? Yes, it is. And Marasco just tried to flick it over his head. It was Armstrong, though, who cleverly knocked it forward. Now they might be a chance here, Junction, but that handball was pretty errant, and it might open the door for Yay. Here's a kick towards goal. It looks pretty good. Sutherland on the line.
Touched.
It was touched. Just couldn't quite finish off the job there, the Eagles. And the Junction defence do pretty well to rush it over.
3-1-19 to Yay now. After 12.5 minutes. A leading Junction 117.
Spalding chips it to about half back. Once again, the Eagles do seem to have the numbers here, but Yay just fighting desperately. Kick in towards the half-back line. I think it fell short there once again.
It did.
And they might be an opportunity here. Again, the Tigers, they can win a clean ball, but it's all over the place. And now Junction might be able to get out of jail. And, oh, gee, that kick.
Good forward pressure.
About 1 metre. Sandals got it away to his teammate there in Evans. Bounces over the top, and now Junction got the numbers back, but this could be holding the ball. And, gee, the
just got his
pressure.
Handball out.
The Tigers' pressure is absolutely unbelievable.
Great forward pressure, as I just mentioned. No.
All right, so it's a stoppage inside forward 50 once again. So Armstrong wins the tap. He's done pretty well since he's come into the ruck. Here is Spalding. Gets the kick out of the defensive 50, but he's turned it over. Beautifully read there by Beattie, and he'll waste no time. Oh, inboard kick, though, was a dangerous one, and he's turned it over.
Yeah, nice mark by Fennell. Intercept mark there. Had a player running past a teammate but didn't go with him, so he's kicked it out wide. It's a 1-on-3 here. Pell's going to pick it up here for Yay. He's tackled straight away but gets the handball into Beattie. Beattie's going to look deep now into the 4-line. There's a 1-on-1 contest there. Yay in front, but it comes off hands. Good sharked here by Ralph. Ralph looking into the centre for a teammate running forward. I think that was Dargy. Dargy goes the handball back. It's come off hands, though, and now intercepted here by Paddy Evans, who picks it up cleanly and nicely through Faulkner out there to Gregory. Gregory takes his player on, kicks over the first lead, into the second, but now it's out the back. Yeah, you've got some runners here going towards goal. A little bit of an errant handball, but now it's in the hands of Marasco. Snap around the corner. He's touched off the boot. So that's a 1 behind there to Marasco. He's going to go down for me. So he moves Yay on to 3-2-20. Leading Junction at 1-1-7. And we've been going 14.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Gee, the pressure at the moment from Yay, Cameron, is absolutely inexorable, and Junction just don't seem to have a spare second to try and compose themselves. So they're going to have to try and steady the play a little bit, because it is just all the Tigers, it seems, at the moment, even when Junction have got the ball.
Yeah, hands on the footy, maybe taking the mark, slowing the game down a little bit. See how that goes for them for a little bit, but they've got to get it there. They've gone to a contest here on the outer side. It's a big contest. It comes off hands. Junction had the Rovers, but it's just a kick into the middle, which may work out for them here. Fennell's able to run onto this one from a good tap on from a teammate. Now they've got to running in towards on the goal side, and Braden Mead has taken the mark, and he'll be able to have a shot from just a bit more than a 45-degree angle and only about 30 metres out, Aidan.
That was a good bit of play there, Pretzel, and I think just what you'd mentioned there a second ago.
That was a bit of luck, though.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Just had the runners in the right spot on that occasion.
It's an important one, this, isn't it? Just to steady the ship a little bit.
Now, do it now, do it now.
Yeah, with the changes happening on the bench in this stoppage of play for Junction, but Mead's on his way in now. Steps a bit to the right, puts it on its way with a beautiful tall goalpost here. He's snuck it in the left-hand side of the right one, and that is another goal on the board for the Eagles. Braden Mead gets his first, and Junction second. They are now 2-1-13, trailing the home side Yay 3-2-20.
So really good last couple of minutes.
16 minutes gone in the first term.
Last couple of minutes there from Junction, just steadying the ship. After conceding the first 3 goals, they've just been able to slow it down a little bit. They're still probably not had the better of the contest just yet. Yay's pressure been fantastic, but they made that work along the broadcast wing as the ball comes back into the middle now. And once again, back on the ruck is Seeley for Yay, and once again Armstrong in the ruck for Junction, and Armstrong won the tap as well. It comes back the other way though for the time being, and going backwards to go forwards here are the Eagles. Sporting's got to get the kick away. He does just in time, and he found Armstrong in the middle of the ground. Here they go, the Eagles. Long kick inside forward 50, looking for Reid. He couldn't quite take the mark. He had front spot, but it spills out the back, and Nicholson might be able to get it under his control, and he's won himself a free kick, Nicholson. So Nicholson doesn't have a whole lot to go to for the moment. He just chips it short, and that'll work out just fine. And he finds a teammate in Witten. Witten, once again, not a whole lot to go to. He might just opt to go down the Gembrook wing, and the kick falls a little bit short of Sandals. So now the Eagles, they can go back the other way. The kick there was looking for Seath, but I think it's going to fall short of him, and it does. So once again, Yay repel the attack, and now the ball currently in the hands of Evans. He's not too sure where to go. He'll just go through the middle. And that's a pretty good kick as well. Once again on the chest of Witten. Witten goes out wide with a kick. Not a bad
intercepted.
For Faulkner, but he's turned it over. And currently with the ball in hand there,
Van der Vlaar.
And he does that pretty well on that occasion. I think he's found the big fella there in Walkley, who chips it to half forward, but beautifully cut off once again. So the A defence setting up really well here.
His forwards weren't ready for that, where he went with the pass.
So Bennett read it beautifully.
Dangerous one.
But you're right, it is a dangerous one, Pretzel. But Evans doing really well. The star of this Yay side won the ball back, but he's turned it over. They might have an opportunity. Kick comes off the boot now. Long inside the forward 50, coming across there.
Off the pack.
Was Clementes. Kick towards goal. Has bounced through.
Great roving goal there by Yarra Junction. 35 or 6-5.
Aidan Seath has put it through, and suddenly it's back to a 1-point ball game. After the Tigers kicked the first 3, Junction have responded with the next 3.
So 18 minutes gone in the first term. Got an update on some numbers here too. It's actually the coach there from Junction, Lee McComb, is in number 57.
Lee McComb, there we go.
So we're still got to find out what number Dylan Wiltshire is wearing.
There we go. So Lee McComb, was he a late inclusion? Was he?
Oh, no, he was number 12.
He was number 12.
He's not number 12 today. He's number 57. As the ball's back in the middle now. Rucks go up at it. It's secondary tap there is won by Armstrong, and it's into the hands now of Bishop from Junction. He's run out to the wing on his and got a snap around the corner on his left foot, but Yay are in leading the pack for the ball here through Clements. He's got some teammates there to help him out. Now they chip it out towards the wing. Mark's taken here. They look him board. Playing on quickly are Yay. Up towards centre half forward now towards Pal. It just ball just gets past him a bit, and Junction have got some numbers with Spalding here to help them out. The kick there from Spalding is smothered, and Christie's for Yay is unable to keep it in, but it's out of bounds there. We've got a Yay player. Just keep an eye and see if we can get his number. He's a little bit gingerly coming to the bench here, Hayden.
Yes, it looks like Clements is coming off the ground at the moment, so yeah, he just had a little bit of a...
After winning the ball there on the outer side. Bennett for Yay. He's got the ball here and handballed it back to a teammate who's chipped it in for it, but that's a good strong defensive mark there by Spalding. Luke Spalding, who got them going with some runs through the centre to get their first goal on the board. He chips it out wide and finds a teammate. Now this is where they're just holding up the play a little bit. Play on now into the pocket that you'll have to go with.
He chipped it across to Ralph, who's tucked into the back pocket. Loads up on the right boot, long kick, looking for Armstrong in a one-on-one against Seeley. Armstrong got the fist, but it was beautifully picked up out the back there by Faulkner. Once again decides to go backwards to go forwards. Now they get the ball moving the right side of the ground. Here is Seeley. Marks. He plays on as well. Seeley has a bounce over the ground. Just a bit slippery underfoot. He got the handball away just in time. Did that really well to Cunningham. Cunningham kicks into the pocket. Here is Kettles, but it was done really well. Now chasing after it is young Gregory, and there's a free kick for a push. It's going to go the way of Junction.
Yep.
And it's Luke Spalding.
So Gregory giving that one away.
So Spalding in the back pocket. Not too sure where to go for the moment. Plenty of one-on-ones down the broadcast wing. And that's where he'll go. Getting to the front position there for the Tigers was Evans. Now they've forced the turnover. Seeley got the handball away to Evans. Now Christie is in the air as well, but once again Junction get the kick away. Looking for Armstrong. Oh, but beautifully done there once again by Faulkner, who's had a good couple of minutes. Kick goes inboard as well. Not a bad looking one. And once again finds Cunningham. Cunningham just backpedals. Chips it to half forward. Can he find a set of hands? He can. But on the right set of hands, and once again,
if only he was in a yay jumper for them.
So he has had a lot of intercept marks so far this year. Spalding, his move down the back line's worked out pretty well. Now Junction can go inboard. Pretty good looking kick there, and it finds Bishop as well. He can wheel and go onto the left boot. Sends him inside forward, 50. Oh, beautiful kick. Finds Reed, and Reed can line them up from about 45 metres out. So suddenly, after kicking the first 3 goals, Yay Junction have an opportunity here to go in front, or at least level the scores.
He was sneakily looking inboard around the top of the 50 to see if he could get a teammate there to pass it to, but now he's gone deliberately back to have a set shot.
So Reed comes in now. He might have to kick this from just inside the arc of 50. It's going to be a pretty good kick right. He just runs out in a bit of an arc. I don't think he's got the journey, so can someone take a mark on the goal line? It spills forward. Plenty of players roving the pack, and I think the Tigers are going to take it over, and they do. So 3-2-20 apiece it is at the moment. Scores are level 22 minutes into quarter number 1.
Oh, 22. He's just ticked over. So, you've chipped it over to the pocket. Now they're gone back the other way a little bit dangerously. That ball had a lot of flight on it, but it's in the hands of Beattie. Beattie's found a teammate in Cameron Evans. Evans now gets it up the line towards McSpearin through the middle, and the handball off, and now it's in the hands of Bennett. They've got it up to the half forward line with some play here, and they've got some players on at centre half forward, but it doesn't sit nicely for them both. It's in the hand now of Sandals. He gets a good handball out to Pell back towards Evans and Evans. Ooh. Sounds like a law firm. Kicks it in half forward straight to that man Spalding again. Kick it away from him, yay, will ya? Comes out here, sharked by Yay. Jax Christie has a shot on goal, and he's just away to the left. So that increases their lead just to 1. 3-3-21 leading Junction at 3-2-20. We've been going 23 minutes.
So now an opportunity for Junction to reload from fullback. Short little chip kick works out just fine for the moment to Kettle. And Kettle decides to handball backwards. It's an interesting choice, and now the kick goes to about half back. Yay seem to have the numbers. Oh, that was beautifully shucked there by Faulkner, and he sends it inboard, but he's turned it over. Just a kick just falling short. He might have another chance here, Faulkner. Picks it up, handballs across. Here's an opportunity.
Outside of the bird. Oh, couldn't get it back enough.
No, he couldn't.
He could have gone with the left foot there, Aiden. Would have been a much...
I think
possibly a better choice, but a little bit wrong-footed. He went for the right foot banana, Dacos style. Which one am I talking about? These days you just don't know.
No, you're exactly right. So they can bring it back into play once again. Junction, this kick. Seeley's got the front position for the Tigers, but he couldn't take the mark, and now the Eagles have got numbers at ground level. That's a good strong tackle laid on that occasion by Gleeson, and we'll have a stoppage at half forward for the Tigers. So 24 minutes gone into quarter number 1. It's currently the Tigers leading by 2 points for those just tuning in. 3-4-22 leads Junction 3-2-20 as both rucks go at it, and the tap was one on that occasion there. by Witten. No, was it Marasco? It was, in fact. And now here's a chance here for Ye through Dargy. He handball backwards at the moment. Now it's another dangerous one to Ye. He's taken in the tackle. And we'll have a stoppage at centre half back for the Eagles.
Everyone's been told to man up here. Getting deep into red time. We're going to see another ball up. No one could get clearly out. And Paddy Evans with the instant tackle. So it's Walkley. Can he tap it clear to a teammate here? Junction probably just want to keep it tight in. There's a tripping free kick going to be paid here, and it's going to go to the way of Ye. And it's going to go to the captain in Paddy Evans. Looking for a lead out into the pocket. He's got a player on there and a nice mark out in front. The little push there. It's gone, I'm pretty sure it's Pell.
Yep.
So Darcy Pell is going to have a shot from about 35 metres out, and it's going to be after the siren now, Aidan. You like these from last week?
We had a couple of them.
And Darcy Pell, he's got the crowd right behind him. The home crowd there at Yea all around the bonfire. Keeping warm here today. It's gone across the face of goal. Is it scored at all? No, it's gone. Didn't score at all. So that is our end of the first quarter. And we see Yea with a slight lead, 3-4-22, leading Yarra Junction at 3-2-20.
Just here at the moment. So we're back in the middle now. And once again, it is Sealy in the ruck for Yea. He's going up against the big fella in Walkley for Yarra Junction. And we will have take two in the centre. So no one able to win the ball clearly for the moment for either side. So up it goes. Walkley and Sealy once again. Walkley just got rid of him as well and just thumped it forward. Now this might be a chance for the Eagles, but they've turned it over. The Tigers can go back the other way. Kick looking for Sandals. Can he take a mark? No, he can't. Spills to ground level. Here is Spalding once again. Interesting looking knock on there. Could have been a throw, but the umpire happy to let it go. And now the ball just finds its way over the boundary line, and it will be thrown back into play. So, yeah, just getting a little bit of territory here now.
In National Volunteer Week, Aidan, I'd just like to give a shout out while we can to the boundary umpires. Local kids at Yea here helping out in the match. We're a little bit short.
Yes, no, you're absolutely right, Pretzel. So good on the boundary umpires for today. And I can tell you, Pretzel, I did it for 5 years, and it's a tough job. They'll be covering plenty kilometres on this big ground as they can go through Gleeson here, can Junction, but no mark can be taken. Now Yea might be an opportunity to go back the other way. Here is Evans. He's got to pick up the ground ball. He did, and he got the handball away just in time there to Evans. And now they go out towards the Gembrook wing, and that's a really good kick there, finding Papadopoulos. And he can kick the ball to about half forward, and there's a push here. And it will be a free kick for Yea, and I think that will go to that man there, Marasco, who was in the contest and just got rid of illegally there by Bishop. So Marasco just backpedals, and he wheels onto the right boot, just chips it short. That's a really good kick as well by Marasco, and he finds Magoga, who can line them up from about 40.
He's handballed off.
Oh, he's handballed off, so there's an opportunity. Long kick to the top of the square. Looking for Sutherland, is it? It is. He's got it.
Yeah, that worked out for Yea. They caught the Junction defenders off guard there. Thinking he was going to go back for a deliberate set shot, and they were all on back heeled. Corbin was able to get out on the lead and take that strongly out in front.
And this is a much better shot for goal here too, Cameron. It's only 20 metres out directly in front compared to about 15 metres out on a 45-degree angle. So Sutherland's already kicked one goal for the afternoon. He started off pretty well. 23 goals for the season so far. In he comes. Stabbed at it a little bit, and he's put it across the face.
They could be costly in the long run.
Yeah, they've just missed a couple of opportunities in the last couple of minutes. Last minutes of the first quarter it was for Yea, and then Sutherland probably should have kicked that one. So anyway, here's an opportunity now for Junction to bring it back into play.
And they play on from the full-back position, kicking long towards the outer wing. A little bit of a push out there in the contest, and that's been picked up by the umpire as well. So Bale for Junction. Chips it in short. Oh, that didn't quite hit the target of De Jager there. Came off his chest towards the boundary line, and that's where we'll see a boundary throw-in on the outer side, just near the grassy knoll there.
Yeah.
Aidan. Want to be careful with that, especially with Corin Rifle in the team. So from the boundary throw-in, falls a bit short, but playing in front was Yea. Able to tap it forward, gain about 10 metres, but Fernal from Junction is able to pick up the ball and kick it around the corner. couldn't find a teammate, and it's in the hands now of Papadopoulos for Yay, able to put it back towards half forward flank. Big contest there in the marking contest, but it comes down to Marasco. Chips it round the corner towards the centering ball. Battle here, tap back there by Yay to a teammate, but he wasn't quite on the same page with Sandals, but he laid a good tackle. And the tackling forward pressure here from Ye is going to help them out on this occasion, as well as the tap goes towards Magogo, but he couldn't quite pick it up going through. But Sandals intercepts the handball there from Junction and gets the kick up towards the top of the goal line. And Spalding came in there on that contest rather toughly, and lucky he did, because they've been able to get a ball up out of it, or is just going to be holding the ball. It is. Who's on the bottom? Somebody dragged it back in under there, and it's going to go the way of Junction to Spalding. So he's made the most of that there. Got reward for his efforts, Aiden.
Yes, no, you're absolutely right, Pretzel, and he's already probably had about 10 disposals on this game, Spalding, as he chips it out wide.
Got your back if you need.
Looking for Walkley, but I think it's going to find its way over the boundary line.
Yes, it has.
So Walkley was in a pretty big contest there. He had about 3 Yay players surrounding him, so he's done pretty well to at least get the stoppage, because they could have been in a bit of trouble there, the Eagles, if they turned it over, because they're not too far away. Walkley to the front, won the tap. Here is De Jager crashing through. He's got possession of the ball, but he's taken by Evans. And this is the matchup I thought was going to happen today, Pretzel, De Jager and Evans. And it was De Jager with the ball there and Evans doing the tackling, which I thought was going to be the other way around. But anyway, it comes once again inside the forward 50 for Yay. Here's Hori Jury, and he takes a bounce, gets it under his wing. Oh, beautifully done. He sold the candy. Fantastically on Papadopoulos, but he got the handball away just in time. He was under all sorts of pressure through the middle of the ground. Now there are a chance the Eagles kick to half forward, but it's been turned over. Reading the play beautifully there was Gilmore. And Gilmore chips it out towards the Gembrook wing, and Happy finds a teammate on that occasion there in Gilby, but does it work out for him? Yes, it does. Just got the handball away to Seeley, but the bounce goes awry. So now here's an opportunity once again for the Eagles, but they can't get it under their control. Crashing through on that occasion was Magoga, but he couldn't pick it up either, and now we're going to have a stoppage just forward of centre for Junction. So who's going to do the ruck duties on this occasion? And so it'll be Seeley once again, and all just coming in late here for Junction there once again is Walkley. Spills out wide, plenty of numbers here. So Papadopoulos got the handball away just in time, but he's turned it over.
Handball.
And Hori Jury once again has a couple of bounces. He nearly lost a Jury. Now he gets to 40, kicks towards goal. It just falls short, and they rush it through to the Tigers. I think the mark was attempted there by Clements, so he couldn't quite finish it off. So Brad Clements back out in the ground too there, Pretzel, because we saw him limp off a few moments ago, and now the kick in just comes short there to Gilmore.
Yeah, that was just before quarter time. He limped off.
And Gilmore short once again there to Evans. Evans, that's a good kick to Sandals. And now they can go.
Plays on quickly. You've got a teammate running past, and they get the kick into the direct centre of the ground, and on he goes. He's got another handball. It's Faulkner. Now he's caught up in a tackle. He couldn't quite, but Magogo's able to pick up the loose ball. Gets it to Paddy Evans. Goes around, kicks it on his right foot to out the leading player, and I think it's Marasco's taken it there about 20 metres out directly in front.
He's composed, Evans. I really like. He lowers his eyes every time. He doesn't blaze away, and that's a really good kick. And Marasco with a fairly
if he was a left footer, I reckon that was going straight through the big sticks from that angle. But he was a right footer, so he just chipped it out in front of the big leading forward. Looking out for a teammate and give him a shot on goal here. Who's able to Marasco put it directly over the goal umpire Dixon's head, and James Marasco has got his first goal on the board. He had a behind earlier in the day. Moves Yay. That's the first goal of the second quarter. They're now on to 4-5-29. Leading Yarra Junction at 3-3-21. Oh, we'll be going 7 minutes.
Yeah, so a little bit more of a wait to get that first goal of the quarter on this occasion. But Yay just steadying the ship a little bit after conceding the last 3 in that first quarter. And the ball finds its way back in the middle. Looks like the big president, Troy Armstrong, back in the ruck here. Pretzel.
Yes, Tommy didn't want to be playing any games this year, but he's already played 4. So he's in National Volunteer Week. He's out there helping out the boys on the park as well. But yeah, you've got this centre clearance into the 4 line towards the feet of Marasco. That's not where he'd like to see them. He gets a handball off there, but it's intercepted by Spalding. Now Armstrong's gone down there to help. Gets a quick kick up towards centre half back, but now it's in the hands of Paddy Evans, who we know is dangerous. There's a one-on-one contest in the goal square. Played on, he hit the post. What is Corbett doing there?
Oh dear.
He was a bit too smart for his own good there. He had the mark. right on the edge of the goal square, and he's played on and hit the post.
He's 1 goal 3 already, Corbin Sutherland. He could have a couple, but that was a very interesting decision.
Could be as costly as Collingwood's behind, Aiden.
Yeah, so now Junction have got themselves into all sorts of trouble. There's a whistle, it's holding the ball, and Yay can send it back the other way, so they might get another opportunity yet, the Tigers. They currently lead by 10 points.
Oh, it's Sutherland trying to make up for it.
So Sutherland's got a pretty tough shot at goal here. He's probably just inside the forward 50.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Just inside.
Just right on the line there. He'd be kicking from 50 and right on the boundary line.
So this is a big ask for Corbin Sutherland, but you're right, Cameron. He probably needs to make up for that last missed opportunity.
I'm not sure why Pal's not down on the goal line either. That's
so
right.
He swings out, and I can tell you what, Cameron, that looks very good, and he's absolutely nailed it. And he does make up for it, Corbin Sutherland. His second goal for the afternoon is an absolute beauty from the boundary line.
It's one of the goals of the day. Definitely probably the goal of the day so far, even though it was a set shot.
Gee, you don't get mulligans like that too often in football, do you, Cameron?
No, not at all. He had to work for it. He got the holding the ball decision. He put the tackle on. That forward pressure again worked out for Yay, and it's what's got them just with their lead at the moment.
There we go. So that's a beautiful kick there from Corbin Sutherland, showcasing his skills, and 16 points the margin it is now for the Tigers as the ball goes back into the middle.
15 I've got. 15. 36 to 21.
Oh, was it 21? Oh, there we go. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, you didn't get the point for Junction this quarter. The rush behind there that happened. Junction were going to get the clearance, but it's been cut off here by Yay, and they've got it into their 4 line again. Oh, Spalding's dropped that one, and Pell puts on the pressure now. Spalding's able to tap it clear. Magogo comes in first, picks up the ball, and he's going to get a free kick for a head-high tackle. So, Yay can really put the score pressure back on at the start of this quarter, just like they did in the first quarter. Aiden, getting all the first. They've got a bit slack defending there by Junction. They've let Aiden with Spearin out. He's about 15 metres closer to goal, so it's only about a 20-metre kick now, and on a 45-degree angle from the outer side. Right in front of the netball courts there. It looks like even the B grade is finished. Kick on its way by McSpearin. He's hit the woodwork. Straight into the post. So that's another behind for Yay. 5-7-37. Leading Junction at 3-3-21. And we've been going 10 and a half minutes in this second term.
So brought back in a play by Junction. Long kick down the line looking...
off the header, Pal. Was that a Falcon?
Yeah, I think it was. Armstrong fisted it into him. And now we've got a big pack of players surrounding the ball for the moment. It's not going to come clear, you wouldn't think. Umpire circling. And it's a ball up. Just short of half forward for Yay. So they're setting up that wall pretty well at the moment, are the Tigers, and Junction having trouble getting the ball end to end. So both rucks do battle. Armstrong probably just got the better of that tap, but here's an opportunity once again for the Tigers. The handball goes inboard. It's not a very good one. It might be a turnover, but no, they do win it back. Still do the Tigers just yet. Handball coming off that occasion there by Gilby, but now once again run into a wall, and now they might be out here, Junction. That kick though might be turned over. Was the mark taken?
No,
it's just
it's
fallen
hit
short.
the deck, and he's just lying on it, so it's going to be holding the ball.
Yep, good decision by the umpire.
He wasn't even trying to make an effort to get it out there.
And wasting absolutely no time is Braden Mead. He kicks it out towards half forward, and on the lead on that occasion there was Mackenzie Bale. Bale, he's going to move it on pretty quickly, goes inside forward 50, up and under ball, and the mark is taken. Bloomink.
He read that much better.
He did. Bloomink in the pocket. There's going to be a tricky little shot here. He's going to have to go for the drop punt, but it's a much needed opportunity here for Junction to get the margin back to 10 points.
And against the flow of play.
Exactly
always
right.
Important ones.
So Bloomink, in he comes from 25 out.
Oh, left footer.
Looks pretty good off the boot, and goal umpire doesn't move. It's a goal. 4-3-27 at Junction. They currently trail Yay 5-7-37. We've been going 12 minutes into quarter number 2. So fantastic bit of stuff there by the Eagles. As Cameron mentioned, against the flow of play, they did manage to get the ball end to end, and now it's back in the middle, and they've got another opportunity to try and this time not have to work out a defence as we wait for the ball to come back as well, and we're going to go through some scores from around the grounds.
Yeah, Powtown 14 trailing Warburton Millgrove 46, Seville 10 trailing Hillsville 27, and Yarra Glen 9 trailing Alexandra 37. So all the away teams in the lead at the moment, except for the match of the round here in Division 1.
And back in the middle once again, Pretzel.
It is. Armstrong just went under the footy there, and yeah, we're able to get the tap, but it's in the hands here of Junction. We're going to get the centre clearance. It's a rare one for them. Oh, good effort in the contest there by Bale. And he's able to get the ball to ground, and with Fennell's attack on the footy there, they'll get a stoppage inside forward 50. just inside forward 50. The Pal comes in. A good tap there, though, won by Walkley. It's gone out wide, and it'll be over to you.
As it trickles towards the boundary line, and Papadopoulos just unable to keep that one in play, so we will have another stoppage at half forward for Junction. Just wrestling a bit of momentum back at the moment. As the ball comes back into play, getting to the front there was Walkley. Was that man there taken off it in Gilmore? I think no, umpire calls him to go. Papadopoulos goes in pretty hard. Couldn't quite get rid of the ball. Now is an opportunity for Pell. He got the handball away. Tracking it back is Evans, and once again the ball finds its way over play. So we'll take a quick look at some Premier Division scores from around the ground. Swandon 3-9-27, led up by Tacoma 3-2-20. Jembrook Cockatoo 2-3-15. Trail Warren 9-6-60. Mount Evelyn 6-3-39. Trail Pakenham 5-3-33. Berwick Springs 3-4-22. Led Linderfern Creek 1-4-10. Monbulk 2-8-20. Led Royal 5-4-34 as the ball heads towards goal here for the Eagles. Here's an opportunity. They might get one in the back. And it's just through for a behind. And Officer 2-4-16. Trail Emerald 4-6-30. So there are your scores from Premier Division.
Great roving there by Gleeson from Junction, but also just as good defensive pressure there by Yeh, who have got the quick kick in. Out to the speedy youngster in Gregory on the outer side. He's handballed in. He's done the 1-2. Now he's going to get the kick in towards forward 50. Pushed out of the contest there was Marasco. And he's going to be receiving the free kick in the forward pocket, about 40 metres out. He's got Sandals on here running towards the goal square all on his own. How could you not see him where they're there with those blonde locks? Maybe the sun was in his eyes, but Marasco going to line up for a set shot here. Puts it on its way. It's not going to be a contest on the goal line because it's gone the narrow side. So 5-8-38 Yeh leading Yarra Junction at 4-4-28. And we've been going 15 minutes in this second term.
Just waiting for the ball to come back over the fence, and here it is, Pretzel. So Ralph will take the kick-in duties.
Harry Ralph, he's got a player coming in short. It's going to be Josh Reed. He's looking inboard now, and he's got a player on there. Taking the mark fairly easily. They play on there. Come towards coach's box side and now end of the wing here. Fell short of Armstrong. Tries to keep it in front of him there. And we're going to see the ball trickle over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Right in front of our commentary and filming position here.
So Pell's going to go back in the ruck, Pretzel.
Yes, against Armstrong. Armstrong wins that one down. Yeah, he's in front of this footy on the ground, though, with Christie trying to just control it there without it getting out too far. We'll probably see another ball up. We will. So good work there by Christie, just keeping his feet. If he had just fallen on it, he could have been in trouble for holding it there. Powell didn't. Ball was knocked out of his hands, but he wasn't properly tackled. So they've been able to get it there to Cameron Evans. So he's put it on his left foot towards inside 50 here. It's a good little touch there by Marasco. But Junction with the numbers back are able to intercept this. And Marasco, good tackling pressure. He's able to keep the ball in their forward line. And this is just where they're slightly ahead so far today. He's in that forward pressure. It's got them a couple of extra scores and a bit of an errant. Marasco lost a bit of his footing and fell a bit lower. And Spalding just got him a bit high there in that ruck contest. So it's going to be James Marasco with a set shot from the opposite side where he had his last one. It's in the shadow of the trees here up at Yeh Recreation Reserve. Making it a beautiful scenic ground. His kick on the way there as he kept it right. He has kept it right. And through for another behind.
Yeah, just missing
Marasco.
A few opportunities here. Yeah, so Marasco's currently 1 goal 3 and
yes,
Sutherland 2 goals 3. So certainly winning the territory and getting the shots on goal, but not converting, just keeping Junction alive. So it'll be Chapman with the kick-in duties for the Eagles.
We're nearly into time on. We've only had 3 goals scored this quarter.
So Chapman runs into the back pocket and the handball wasn't the best and now they're under all sorts of pressure. Good tackle late by Sandals, but they do get the ball away now to Junction. That kick, though, might not work out for them and it's gone out of bounds on the full, is it?
No, mark to Gregory.
So Gregory has done pretty well to intercept that one and they can reload the Tigers. So Gregory... long kick into the pocket. Sutherland's in the air. It'll fall short of him. And beautifully read their dedication there by Kettle. And Kettle kicks across goal to Reed. Now Reed goes for a little bit of a run, has a bounce.
They're going to have to switch it back.
Fakes
Yeah,
the
you got the
handball,
numbers here.
and
if
that
they
works
just
out
kick.
okay to Rifle. Oh, he's been taken down, Reed. Good run down tackle there by Sandals. And they're played
Bennett's
on.
played on.
Gibson, is it not Gibson? Sorry, in fact, it was that man there in Sutherland, but it's fallen short of him. And now, once again, they can get away here, Junction. And, that's a bit of an errant kick. It might work out okay, though, for Rifle if he can get it away. Now Armstrong. Reed up and under ball. Yay, have got the numbers.
Off hands.
Off hands there. Comes off Beattie, and it was a good contest by Mackenzie Bale to get the ball over the boundary line, so they can still build off this Junction. Boundary thrown right in front of our commentary position. So Hookley gets to the front. Seal sharked it beautifully, though, against his counterpart. Now they've got the numbers here once again. Sandals picks it up, got it away to Evans. Fends off the man. Was it high? Umpire calls him to go. Evans gets it on his right boot just in time. That kick might work out okay. No, the mark wasn't taken.
It could be
so
away
now
here.
Junction are on the counter-attack. They've got players out. Currently at the moment, it's in the hands of that man there in Mead. Waits a moment, then continues to go to half forward. Mackenzie Bale gets up, but the mark isn't taken. Beautifully done on that occasion there by Beattie to get the fist in. And now it's Ye who are on the counter-attack. And, no mark can be taken. Christie under all sorts of pressure. Can he pick it up cleanly? Yes, he can. Now can he get rid of the ball? He does. He got the boot to ball just in time. Sling tackle.
A dump tackle, yep. Dangerous one.
I think the umpire was spot on there. It was just a bit over exuberant. So it will come back. So they can reload Yay. Just steady things up a little bit. Not really too sure where to go. Christie. So chips it across to the Gembrook wing. Not a bad looking kick as well. Now, do they have a four-way forward? Low trajectory ball, and Marasco was there, but the kick's fallen short, and Diego dropped into the hole and took the intercept mark, and Junction can reload.
Yeah. Chipping across, finding Armstrong. Now that chip kick is not the best one, and it's intercept marked here right at the top of the 54. Yay. So it'll be another forward entry, and that's by Hayden Witten. Witten now onto the left foot, puts it up towards the top of the goal square. Corbin Sutherland there, he outmuscled his opponent once again. And he's taken the mark. He hasn't played on this time, mate.
No, he's learned his lesson.
He's at the top of the goal square this time, directly in front. So there's no angle whatsoever for him on this occasion.
No, this is an important one.
Sutherland puts it straight over the goal umpire's head on this occasion. He evens his ledger. I've got him down for 3 goals, 3 now.
That's what I've got him as well.
Repaying the faith. Moves Yay onto 6-9-45. Leading Yarra Junction of 4-4-28. And we're well into time on with 21 minutes gone.
So they've done that pretty well, Yay. They have won the territory, and they finally get one to go through the big sticks. They're 6-9 at the moment. Had a few chances.
Yeah, well, they scored more this quarter than the first. Just by a point.
That's it. So we're back in the middle once again, and looks like Walkley's back in the ruck for Junction there, Pretzel.
Yes. And he wins that one down too, but shark there by Yay. They get it up towards Witten again. He's looking for a runner coming through the centre, and he finds one in Beattie. Beattie puts it out in front of Magogo. Handballs back to a teammate there. Dodges one, gets on the left foot, kicks it towards the hot spot. Marasco removed his opponent. Did he do it legally?
No.
No, he didn't. And Yarra Junction get a relieving free kick in their defensive... Deep in the defence there. The kick is falling short. We've seen quite a few of those today. The chip kicks that just fall short. They really become chip ones. And Chapman gets it out towards the outer wing there for Junction. They keep it tapping it forward, but the boundary line's going to beat them right in front of the beautiful Yay Recreation Reserve grandstand that's now actually populated.
Yes,
not so many in there before the game started, but now the sun's on it. It'd be a beautiful place to be sitting watching this game. From the boundary throw-in, ball comes down towards the front. Evans gets a handball back to a teammate. There's some players on in the centre. They find one here in Beattie. They could switch across if they want to, but it goes down the line. Finds the ruck in there, Sealy. Sealy now looking to switch it across. First, but now goes towards a hot spot. It's straight towards that man, Luke Spalding. He had Bennett there coming over the top, but Spalding held his ground right in front and took the good contested mark. Reading this better here for Junction is Mead. He's got a player on running past in Jury. Jury's able to beat the opponent there and find Diego in the centre square. Now there's a B right in front of my face here too, Aiden, so we'll get rid of that out of the box. But Junction have got a forward 50 entry here. Can they keep it in, keep some pressure on? No, they can't. Coming out the back there is Papadopoulos for Yay. Able to get towards the wing, towards Gregory. Gregory with a good contest there, keeps it in front. But winning out and picking up the ball there was Rifle. He gets towards half forward again for Junction. Oh, a quick kick around the corner. Didn't come off well, and it's intercepted here by Yay through Christie. Gets the handball out wide. He's got a runner there on his left foot. Might be a downfield free kick for the push in the back afterwards, and it is. And it'll go to Sam Gregory here on the outer wing.
So Gregory, kick and a half from home. Just assessing his options so far. Just goes with a low trajectory one, looking for Marasco. Ball's off hands, trickles towards the boundary line. Witten got in there as well. And I think we will have a stoppage on this occasion as the Bees trying to get back in, but we've closed the window on him. So he's got his marching orders. So we'll have a stoppage just at half forward here at the moment. Neither ruck could win the tap.
Holding, free kick.
Going to go to Junction. They go to Junction, so a bit of a reprieve there for the Eagles in defence. And it will go to the big man there in Troy Armstrong. One of the two Troys doing the ruck duties today for the Eagles. Long down the line. Seeley, though, read it beautifully. Did the body work on Walkley and creates the intercept, and that's a siren there. So it's half-time here at Yay Showgrounds, and in our match of the round in the outer east, the scores here are the Tigers 6-9-45, and they are currently letting Yarra Junction 4-4-28. The goal kickers on the park currently, where you can hear by the siren, is all happening right now. So once again, it is the big man Walkley up against Seeley in the ruck. And might be a chance for Junction as well to potentially win this first centre clearance as they get the ball moving forward. But Mackenzie Bale just overran it, and tracking it back there for the Tigers is Bennett. If he can get it under his control, and now they can counter-attack, and that's a clever kick to Gregory, just making the required 15 metres. Gregory down the line looking for Sandals, who flew but just couldn't quite stick the mark, and now they can counter-attack. Seath inboard with a kick. It's a dangerous one. It might work out okay for the Eagles, but the ball spills across towards Evans for Yay, who just couldn't quite take it cleanly. He'll go again, and now McSpearin got the handball away just in time. It's all the numbers here though for the Eagles, picked up by Reid. His handball was smothered. Now there's an opportunity. Witten slapped it back, and here we go. They might be out the back. Beattie can send him inside forward 50. Kick into the pocket. Has been turned over, and it's Spalding again.
That wasn't the best forward 50 entry.
And he has been the difference between the two sides so far. Yay with a lot of forward 50 entries, but it's Spalding who's cutting plenty of them off. So Spalding in the back pocket, loads up on the right boot. Looking for the big fella in Walkley. In a one-on-one with Seeley, neither player won it. Evans sends it straight back the other way. Fighter. It's not a bad-looking kick, and it works. So a mark taken inside forward 50. And Christie centres it to Sutherland, who's got it.
Oh, I thought Jury was just about to cut that off, coming the other way.
Yeah, it was just took a little bit of time, but Sutherland's on the end of it. He's already kicked 3 goals so far this afternoon.
Yeah,
He's also
3-3.
Exactly right. Also kicked 3 behind, so hasn't quite been as accurate as he has been in the past couple of weeks, Corbin Sutherland, but this will be a good start for Yay. In he comes from 25 out. And they like it behind the goals, and he's put it through. First goal of the second half goes the way of the Tigers. 7-9-51, Yay, currently leading Yarra Junction 4-4-28. And we've been going 2 minutes into quarter number 3.
Yes, and that's the third quarter in a row where the Tigers have been able to score score within the first 2.5 minutes. And they've been the first to score a goal on every occasion so far in this game.
Sutherland now with quarter 4 goals, Cameron, as we go back into the middle. And it's up to Junction to respond now. They currently trail by 23 points. Yeah, the ball's back in the middle. Umpire Nolan throws it up. That's a good tap down there by Seeley. Seeley butters his own work up. Then there's a bump. Player knocked off it there was Cameron Evans, which allowed Junction back into it now. They're able to get it up towards half forward, towards Bale. He's leading out in front. He bailed on the mark there. Couldn't quite hang on to it, Hayden. No, he couldn't.
Trying to bustle his way through there was Aiden Seath for Junction, but he's held up there by the Yay opponents. We're going to see a ball up just forward of centre going towards Yarra Junction's goal, which is the netball court ends here in the third term, sorry. Didn't want to jump too far ahead. Bale did better on that occasion, able to tap the ball over, but that one goes back through his legs. He goes back to get it. Little handball out. Tries to find a teammate, but Paddy Evans is in there to hold it all up. Bale goes back in to lay a tackle on Nicholson for Yay, and we're going to see a ball up this time just inside the forward 54 Junction. That's tap there, one down by Walkley for Junction. Now into the hands of Bale. He gets a handball out towards Fennell. Fennell, shot on goal, has just not come back quite enough, and he's slammed it into the post there. He's first behind of the afternoon. The first score for Junction into the third quarter, which leaves them on to 4-5-29. Trailing Yea's 7-9-51. Kick in here now is errant by Yea, and the mark's being taken by Josh Reid. Reid goes back on his mark. He's got a player leading up short. They've been able to mark it. And that is Braden Mead, just on the 50, and he's got a player out the back on the fat side. Being able to take the mark there is Troy Darge. Or Dargie, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
Dargie, I think it is the IE at the end of the G there.
So Dargie will have a deliberate shot from about 30 out, slight angle. People in the lovely grandstand here at Yea will have perfect view of this one. Comes on in on the left foot. Umpire goes to his left, which is to the right of goal for the goal kicker, and that's where it goes through for a behind. So his first score of the afternoon.
Missed opportunity for Dargie, and Yea just chip it into the back pocket for the moment.
Some repeat entries here for Junction.
So, working it across. Plenty of options down the Gembrook wing, but really taking their time and eventually getting the kick away is Bennett. Really waiting around, trying to win it at the back was Spalding, and he might have given away a free kick, and he has. So it's going to have to come back, and Seeley will take it. So, just slowing it down a little bit, comes inboard to Evans. It nearly fell short of him, but he just managed to wrap it up, and he just goes back the other way. And Christie, I think has actually gone through Christie's hands. It has, so it'll be a boundary throw in on the Gembrook wing there, right in front of the grandstand here at Yea. So Junction just winning a little bit of the territory the last couple of minutes. Haven't been able to do any damage on the scoreboard just yet. Just the two behinds for the moment. Horry Jury in the area. Here is Evans, got the kick away just in time. It rolls forward. Picked up beautifully at ground level by McSpearin. But they've run into a bit of trouble. McSpearin once again gets a handball away, and now the kick inboard to Seeley. Doesn't quite work. It was a good spoil there by Walkley. McSpearin once again. Been pretty busy in this passage of play. Strong tackle is laid. And I think this will be locked up, and it will be a stoppage. So ball up on the outer side of the ground. So what's going to happen here? Just forward to centre for Yea. I think Seeley just got the better of that one. A long kick off the bird on this occasion by Christie. Can he find a mark? Yes, he can.
It's
Luke Spalding once again. And you're absolutely right.
I think he plays for the opposition sometimes, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely would. I'd love for him to be wearing a Yea jumper right now. He goes down the line. Oh, Seeley, I don't think he really expected it.
No one went for it.
He didn't think it was going to fall into his lap, Seeley. He didn't go for the mark. Now there might be a chance through the middle of the ground. The Tigers, and Sandals has got it. I don't think he's going to back himself in for the shot of goal here. His eyes are darting around. He kicks into the pocket, and he might have just found that man there in Marasco, who's kicked 1 goal 3 on the afternoon, and he centres the ball to Papadopoulos, who's probably in a better spot. Probably a kick of about 45 metres required on about a 45-degree angle. And we've got a beautiful view of it here from our commentary position as well. So Zach Papadopoulos, team currently leading by 21 points at the moment. This to make it 27. And he comes with a slow, deliberate approach. Just swings to the left a little bit, and the kick is holding the line. It's fallen short. Can someone get on the goal line? Or Sutherland is there. Can he centre the ball? Yes, he can. And the mark is taken. Will that be 25?
Yes, it will.
Yes, it will be, yep. Just came a little bit late. And it will be a certain goal coming up for Cameron Evans, who did well. There's a little bit of, there was a couple of spot fires here, in fact. So Evans should run in and kick the easiest of goals, and he does. He puts it away. It's a 27-point margin, and a few spot fires over there in the forward line for Yea.
Dissipated now after the goal's been kicked.
Yeah, that's it. The umpire's done a good job there. Broken it up nice and quickly.
Well, a quick, decisive decision always helps those situations as well.
No, certainly, you're absolutely right, Pretzel. So nothing for you to worry about later today, by the looks of things, as we wait for the ball to come back into the middle. And it's a handy lead now for Yea, 27 points. And just bit of a steeper climb suddenly for Junction. They're not out of it just yet, but they've probably got to get the next goal or two, Cameron, if they want to get themselves back into it.
Yeah, well, they've had slow starts to the quarters, and they were able to work their way back into it and win the second half of the first quarter, the later stages of that, between the 16 and 24-minute mark. But, they weren't able to do the same in the second term. They were only able to attest one goal back in that occasion, and haven't hit the goal-scoring side of the ledger so far in the third term. Sealy wins the tap back down to a player running through, but not able to take it with him. Junction trying to weave their way in and out of this. Good attack on the footy there by Gleeson, I think it was. We're going to see another secondary ball up. As Lockie Beattie picks up the ball and gives it back to the umpire. Straight back to the umpire, we learnt last night, didn't we, Aidan?
No, we certainly did.
Straight back to the umpire. Junction win the ball out the back of the pack. Into the hands here of young man in Bishop. Ooh. Bishop kicks it out wide towards Fennell. He couldn't quite hang on to it. Coming through there, going to be a high free kick.
Good decision.
Yep, and decisive as well. Yay, take the advantage. Kicking towards half-forward line here, and that man Spalding comes out and attacks it well. I'll let you go from here.
It trickles into the back pocket. Spalding's under pressure, but he did well to get away from his man. Then he flicked it across nicely there to Van der Vlop. And now, it's turned over. Not a good kick. And straight onto the chest of Joe Bennett, who can line them up from 30 metres out on a little bit of an angle. And that's disappointing. Spalding did really well. And now there's another opportunity for Yay. They haven't been super accurate in front of goal today, so there's no certainties here, but here's an opportunity to make it 33 points. And
even a ledger on it.
Well, that's it. Even the ledger make it 9 goals, 9. They're 8-9 at the moment. So in comes Bennett. Looks pretty good off the boot. Goal umpire's moving across a little bit, but holds the line.
He kicked it, Aidan. He's kicked it.
It's 9-9-63 now to 4-6-30, and suddenly the Tigers lead by 33 points. So doing all the work at the moment. Spalding did a pretty good job there to create the intercept, and he stepped around one, and then unfortunately the handball and then the kick didn't find the target of one of the Junction players, and Yay have made them pay. And currently a 33-point margin it is for the Tigers, doing it very well as the ball comes back into the middle, and it is the present Troy Armstrong who will take the ruck duties for the Eagles once again.
Yes, and that 33-point lead, it's nearly halfway through this third term. As the ball's now back up in the middle, Sealy wins that one decisively down, but running through and collecting it was Dejaga for Junction, but a quick kick around the corner. Couldn't find a teammate. It was a contested situation. Paddy Evans gets a quick kick towards centre half forward for the Yay side. Running through here on the back line, trying to receive the handball and push it forward was Spalding, but he's knocked over as he's trying to pick it back up off the ground, and we're going to see a ball up on the half forward line for the home side. As it goes up in the air, both rucks sort of pushed each other out of that one, and coming through was a Junction. The Eagles getting up towards half-forward line, and that's a good contested mark there taken. Looking for the options inboard. Looking for a lead here. Oh, the Yay defenders got back well. There was two of them at the front of that contest. They were able to knock it down, and they've worked it out to the wing here towards Sandals. Sandals taking the mark on the outer wing. He's got a runner here with the goal kicker, Bennett. Bennett chips it up the line. Just a short kick there to McSpearin, but just the required distance. McSpearin looking towards in forward, and he's going into that pocket. It's all yours, Aidan.
And it's worked out well to Bennett, who's done really well because he was just down the ground moments ago. Kicks inboard, looking for a set of hands, and he can't find it. That's a good fist, but here's Sealy. Kick towards goal. Looks very, very good. And the big ruckman's nailed it.
Oh, we love a big man roving. Well, I do anyway, Aidan. Don't see it often enough.
No, it's a beautiful pickup by the big man there in Sealy. And a fantastic goal for Blake Sealy. Puts it through. It's a 39-point margin. And the hill gets even steeper now for Yarra Junction. They've really got to find the next couple of goals. There's still plenty of time. Only 12 and a bit minutes gone into quarter number 3. But all the momentum going the way of the Tigers as we wait for the ball to come back into the middle.
Yeah, it's fairly quick. Does well. Maybe we should have just club boundaries more often.
100%.
The ball gets back to the middle quicker. There we go, Az. Take that to training.
Should allow them to kick it.
Let the players kick it back in. So much quicker. Yeah, we've got a free kick for holding out of this set and bounce, and they kick it out wide towards Gilby. Gilby running onto it. Can't quite take it cleanly now. Now has it. Looks for the handball in wide, but he's missed the target. This lets Junction in on the half-back line. Oh, no look kick. Needed to... Had a player on there in the middle too. Just should have hit him up. And intercepting that one was Gilmore. He's kicked it out wide to Papadopoulos. Coming to this game nicely. After quarter time is Papadopoulos. Now they go towards Pal. Inside forward 50. And that's a nice mark about 45 out and a slight angle. Spalding not able to impact that one.
No.
On that occasion.
Well, it was a lower trajectory pass, which is what they need. Kick. Because he reads those ones that come in with a bit of height. So that's what they've probably learned so far, yay.
He's a bit like Lever, Spalding.
He is. Pell, long kick towards goal. And he's got it home.
Oh, I thought it was going to the right goalpost there, Aiden, but no, the goal umpire Dixon there made us work and think about that one. But Darcy Pell's got his first of the afternoon.
They're the big ruckman, so all of them coming to play now, and it's 45 points the margin suddenly. And we've gone 14 and a half minutes into quarter number 3, and Yay have already kicked 4 goals. They're wasting 5 goals, in fact, in this third quarter.
And all goals, no behinds.
Oh, yeah, no behinds, so they've straightened
up. Now we've jinxed them now.
Yeah, we might have. We should have spoken too soon. So it's back in the middle once again. Armstrong is up against Pell, that's it. And Pell, clever little one. It nearly worked out there for Evans, but Junction win it back. Now a clever little handball across.
Fennell.
Kick to about half forward here from Fennell. It's going to be a tricky one for Junction. Slap back inboard. And once again, the Tigers do win it back. Currently in the hands here of Nicholson, who's under pressure, and they've turned it over. Big long kick. No.
I was hoping that would come back. That would have been awesome.
Line looking for Mackenzie Bale. Can he get it under his control? He didn't get a climb bounce. Bale. Oh, no, the leg spinner away from him. Oh, and Reed tried to claim it, and then it bounced away from him as well. And then he got taken holding the ball.
That was a Will Parker bounce.
It was absolutely unbelievable. What, Will Parker, the cricketer or the footballer?
Well, both.
Either one.
And it's intercepted here by Krista Jager from Yay trying to exit the D50, and they're going to have a shot on goal from about 40 out, slight angle. So they need to make the most of this here, Yarra Junction. Those car lights aren't the greatest, but anyway, the short kick in there. The sun's out, guys. You don't need the car lights on.
I was going to say, very ineffective. Bloody hell.
And the short kick's been marked. I haven't quite picked up the number of the player who's got it. But it's about 10 metres closer than before. So only about 30 metres out on a slight angle. Yarra Junction. It's needless to say, desperately need this one to go straight through the middle. Comes on in now, kicks it, and does that exactly straight through the middle. Aiden, are you going to keep an eye on the player for us?
I think it's 15. Mead.
That's the second of the afternoon, which is great work, good return from him. And that is Junction's first goal of the quarter. They are now 5-6-36, trailing Yay 11-9, 75.
So 39-point margin. They just trim it back a little bit to the Eagles.
16 and a half minutes gone.
A very important goal, and it was hard work, but they had to force a couple of turnovers, and they eventually did find an option inside forward 50, which worked for them. So Pell's back in the ruck for the Tigers.
I love this quick ball return. It's getting the game moving. This is what the AFL needs to get onto this.
No, exactly. I never understood in my 5 years of banter umpiring camera why we weren't allowed to just kick the ball back into the middle. It was a big no-no. Anyway, here's Horry Jury. Gets it under his control. Kick to half forward. Can someone mark it at the back? Here's Mead once again, but it runs away from him.
50 stoppage for Junction.
Yeah, and trickles over the bench line. That's it. So they win the centre clearance, and they've got the ball in the right end of the ground. So this stoppage is important. Walkley is going to go back in the ruck for the Eagles. And Pell, who's done the duties for the last couple of minutes for Yay, is back in there as well. It's Walkley gets to the front. Could have almost grabbed out of the ruck, but he still decided to tap it to ground. Yay forced the turnover, slapping it towards the boundary line. Do they keep it in play? They do. Yes. Once again, Reed forces the intercept. And we will have a stoppage.
Yeah, it's a ball up.
Just outside forward 50.
I've got you here, Aiden. Look at the van in the spot. It's in front of the oak trees here and near the boundary line, or near the fence. So, but Fennell's able to shark this one for the Eagles. A couple of Chano handball here and kick inside by De Jager. Good contest there from Bale, keeping it inside their forward 50 and on an easy mark taken. And in the back, Junction are going to have another shot on goal here. So a bit of desperation in the forward 50. is working out, coming up trumps here for Junction. Just a little bit happening off the ball. But might need to pass the ball back. They've got it in the hands of the person having the free kick in Adam Gleeson now. Just a couple of players reintroducing themselves. And Gleeson will have this shot 45 degree angle, only about 30 metres out. He's gone close to the right goalpost and just kept to the right of it. It's his second behind of the afternoon. And Junction move on to 5-7 at 37, trailing Yay 11 at 9 at 75. We'll be going 19 minutes. We're into time on, Aidan.
Yeah, we're not far away from it. And
no, we're in it. It's 18-minute quarters. What I needed to update you and Trent on. You hadn't kept up to date with current affairs from last week.
There we go.
Complaining about 24-minute quarter. That's 6 minutes of time on it.
There we go. No, that's fair enough. Well, we had a 22-minute quarter last week and we couldn't believe it, so that probably makes a bit more sense now.
Yes, 4.5 minutes time on.
So, working it around at the moment are the Tigers. They're under all sorts of pressure. And we'll have a stoppage outer side of the ground. Well, actually, far side from our broadcast area, but it is the
timekeeper's box.
It is the clubroom area in front of the timekeeper's box. Seeley taking on the tackle straight away. And this ball is going absolutely no. It's a game of rugby union over there at the moment, like a big maul, and ball going nowhere. So the umpire will call for it back. So just short of half forward here for Yarra Junction, who currently trail by 38 points. 20 minutes has just ticked over now as well into quarter number 3. So they've got to try and find a couple more. Trying to bust the tackle there was Aidan Seath, but he was wrapped up once again. And he might have been taken high. The umpire's paid a free kick, so here we go. This is an opportunity for Junction once again. Got to try and find an option down there. Yeah, checking everyone pretty well for the minute.
They got Walkley there. He would have been on, but now he's had to stop and prop.
Kick inside. Walkley couldn't quite take the mark. There's a grab out the back. He tried to claim it, but there was definitely hands to it before it got there. So we will have another stoppage inside forward 50 for Junction. I wonder whether Spalding might be a chance up forward to the last quarter. Pretzel, he clearly can take plenty of marks, but
they're hamstrung here because I think McComb's got an injury. He hasn't been on since the first quarter.
Here we go. Here's an opportunity.
Oh, how'd he get that one through?
Towards goal. Oh, it's touched on the line. Oh, very.
That would have been close to one of the goal of the day. Yeah, he just snuck it through his defender there, not where the defence thought that ball was going to go. He's going up for the spoil, and it went round the back of him.
And they waste no time. The kick for Pell. Oh, Spalding! Oh, couldn't quite hold the mark. That would have been a very good intercept mark, and now trying to get under his control is Gregory. Just slapped it forward. Good tackle by Gregory, but it was broken. And now once again they can reload. Selling the candy beautifully on that occasion was Wiltshire, and he's gone.
Yep.
He sold the first bit just fine, but the second bit, Cameron, just didn't work out.
Ran straight back into trouble there. But trying to take it on. So not the worst option there was Wiltshire. So it's in the hands of Gregory now. Taking the free kick. Kicks it up down the line.
So long. Oh, Seeley flew in from the back, but he couldn't quite take the mark. And now tracking it back. Vanderloof couldn't quite get it under his control. Here is Seeley. Check side on the right boot. I think he might have kicked it straight out of bounds on the full, and he has. Right in front of the Karsha pressure sign there. And it will be a turnover. So Junction with a bit of a reprieve in defence. 22 minutes gone into quarter number 3. And if you're just tuning in, it is the Tigers currently by 37 points. 11-9-75 to Junction 5-8-30 up. But the Tigers just losing a bit of momentum here. The Eagles just having the better of the last couple of minutes. Long kick down the line. The 233s do battle. Getting to the front position there was Bloomink, but he couldn't quite hold the mark. Good strong tackle laid there by Sandals.
Yeah, Bale couldn't bust his way through.
No, he couldn't, and we will have another stoppage. So Bloomink in the ruck up against Seeley. Bloomink just grabs there. He's got to get rid of it, and he did just in the nick of time. Did he? No, now he's got a free kick for a hold. So a little reprieve for Junction at half back. Bloomink not really too happy with the options ahead of him. So he'll just load up onto the left boot, or he just chips it short. Bale to the front position, takes the mark.
Yeah, so Bale looking for his options. He's got some teammates streaming forward. Lead coming up here. Jury, it's Mark Pate or chopping the arms. No, he's got to come back. So it's a free kick there. So that's Hurry Jury looking for his options up forward. Goes into the pocket. Goes over the head of the first lead. Into the second one there. Ball bounces just before the boundary throw-in. Yes, it does. So at least they get the forward stoppage here to Yarra Junction.
Got to make something of it, though, don't they, Pret? So they need at least one more goal before three-quarter
Who
time.
can be on the move from this boundary throw-in here? Got to be playing in front. It's going to be a recalled one because that one did fall shorter than most have so far today. And congratulations again to these boundaries. This is I think, might be their second game in a row they're doing, and just local boys helping out the situation. Tap there by Armstrong towards the hot spot. No one on the move through there for Junction. And able to mop it up was Cam Evans. Gets it off to a teammate. It goes out wide and finds Sam Gregory. Gregory now looking for the options. There's not a lot directly straight away on board, so he's got to hold it up. Now he's under pressure with a kick, and it's going to be intercepted here by Walkley. So Junction can reload again. But Yay have plenty of numbers back. That's why they had no one up forward to kick to. They were all back in their defence. So Walkley goes backwards, trying to open the space up. Now comes towards us again, back to Walkley. He's about 3 metres closer to where he was 30 seconds ago. And again, not much on the move. And everybody's fairly way back. They're about 60 metres off him. They've got to come up to him here so he can actually get it there. They do now. And he puts it up high and long towards centre half forward. Off the hands there, Sealy gets the handball out. Paddy Evans couldn't take it with him. Goes back in to try and get it now. He's tackled straight away by Bale. And we'll see a ball up. Not the worst result for Junction. Still in their half forward line. 2:33s. They let it bounce. Evans picks it up. It's a quick kick straight away like he's done so often today. Now the kick out of the air has found Sealy from Yay and running along half back there. Doesn't get his kick in before the three-quarter time siren goes. And after 25...
And we're about to get the final quarter underway now here at the Yay Showgrounds. As Sealy's back in the ruck, he's up against Walkley, and Walkley just sharks Sealy's tap, and he sends it forward, and this could be a really good start for Yarra Junction. A mark inside forward. Oh, no, the handball goes all right. It was through the fingers of Gleeson. And now Yay can go back the other way, and it's a costly mistake that, because that could have been a shot at goal. And now Beatty's got the ball at centre half back, and he hits up his teammate and Cunningham kicks to the broadcast wing looking for Sandals. It just goes over his head. Can Reid get it under his control? He can, but Sandals has tackled him straight away. And it will be a stoppage just forward to centre for the Tigers. So big missed opportunity there for the Eagles. A goal right away to start the quarter. Could have given him a bit of life, a bit of energy. Sealy won the tap, and then he tapped it straight onto his own head. He picks it up at ground level, does that really well. And he got the handball away there to that man in Bennett. Bennett kicks inside forward 50.
Beautiful kick and lovely hands.
Fantastically done. I think that might be Mick Spearin on the end of the... No, it's not. It's Sutherland.
It's Sutherland.
And he kicked one from a similar spot in the second quarter.
He kicked one from a more difficult spot.
It was a tighter angle. So in comes Corbin Sutherland. He's got a decent idea of what to do here. He'll probably kick from right on the paint of 50. Distance not a problem. It's looking pretty good.
And he loves that pocket.
And he absolutely loves that spot on the ground. As Cameron Hutchison has just said there, it's a 43-point margin now for the Tigers. And he's got a bag, Corbin Sutherland. 5 goals. And he's not stopping just yet as well. And this is a big mountain to climb now for Junction.
Now, once again, Yay have got a goal within the first minute or two of the quarter.
So the hot starters are the Tigers at the moment, and they'll be very happy with that. And once again, the ball's back in the middle in no time.
But quickly around the grounds, Pakenham making a really big charge here on Mount Evelyn. They're only 8 points behind at the moment. 78 to Pakenham 70. Ball goes up. Sealy protects the drop well and gets the tap down towards the run of Evans. Evans running through, fends off one, now takes it with him, gets a quick kick towards centre half forward. The contest there comes off the hands. Good pick up by Pell into the hands here of Jack Christie. Jack Christie, he just couldn't. I'm not sure why he wasn't going for goal there, but yeah, with that forward pressure outside of the boot by Magoga has gone through for a behind. And moves Yay onto 12-10-82. Bit of a wasted opportunity there, I thought.
Yeah, I thought Christie could have gone for goal there. Probably a little bit too unselfish. You don't want
to... When you're 30 out running in, just kick it.
Yeah, have a go.
So, playing on is Harry Ralph from the defensive square there for Junction. Finds a teammate. in the Jager. Now they go up towards the outer wing for us, which is right in front of the grandstand, and it's found the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
The Gembrook wing, as we've called it today.
Oh, just in honour of Leo. He still listens in every now and then, I believe. I have to get him on for a couple of games this year.
We'll go on a worry for the Gembrook game next week. That might be one, potentially.
Kick in here by Junction. They've been able to get their hands on it. It's in the hands here of Bishop. Bishop gets it inside forward 50. Contest there. Holding his feet well is Bloomink. Get a quick kick in. Is that a mark or hit the ground? No, it's a mark. Umpire Nolan's paid the mark here to Yarra Junction. And is that your... No, it's Mackenzie Bale. He's been their taller target since the coach in Macomb has gone off with a hamstring injury during the first quarter. So Bale, right in front of the Yay faithful. I'm sure we'll be getting lots of advice as to where to kick this ball. Just slightly to the left. Watch out for the wind. There's a bit of a... something will creep up from the pocket there, I'm sure. He comes in now. A low stabbing kick. And out of bounds on the full or behind? Out of bounds on the full. So no score there, Aidan.
Yeah, disappointing result that from Mackenzie Bale. So
he'll get the free kick in the back pocket.
So they'll probably look to go down the club room wing, and the kick works out okay to Beatty. So they can just play some tempo football now. They don't probably need to go too hard. You certainly don't want to shut up shop just yet, but 44-point margin, you certainly don't want to risk any injuries. So they've been pretty good so far today, have the Tigers, and they look to switch the ball across the ground. So out goes the kick to Evans, who's got an overlap here to Bennett, and he chooses him as well, and he just makes the required distance with the kick. Bennett goes short with it once again, and that's pretty good vision. And once again, finds an option on that occasion there, and Faulkner goes inboard with a kick, and now they're away. Evans kicks to centre, and that'll be a downfield free.
Downfield free kick, yep.
Pretty heavy hit there on Evans, and a bit of remonstration in the middle once again. And the umpire just trying to put it off, and here is Bennett, who's gotten out the back. So all the play just currently in the middle there, it's getting pretty willing as well. So Joe Bennett's going to line up.
Not really. They're all separated.
Bennett will line up from probably just outside 50. Pretty decent kick.
Umpire Taylor's handed a couple of yellow card.
Yes, here we go.
Two, one from each. The ones that did continue to wrestle a little.
So Sealy's going to come off for and you can hear them having a go at each other. But
that's why boxes are separated.
No,
Aidan.
That's it, exactly right. And coming off there is Adam Gleeson for Junction. So you'd say they probably won't take much further part in this game, given the 18-minute quarters, as I've just found out today. So anyway, Bennett will eventually have his shot at goal as time is called back on. So probably a kick of maybe about 51 metres required. Not too much angle to deal with. As he comes in, the number 25 hasn't hit the scoreboard just yet today, and that kick looks very, very good. And it's straight over the goal umpire's cap, and it's a 50-point margin.
Second for Bennett. 13-10-88 to Yarra Junction at 5-8-38. Been going 6.5 minutes.
So
into this fourth term.
Start here for the Tigers. 2 goals, 1 already. It's a 50-point margin. And having a really good day, Pritson. It looks like they're headed for 3 wins in the last 4 weeks. And this is really one of the great stories, I think, of season 2024, just all around in local football. It's absolutely wonderful to see the A Football Club back in action. All right.
Just trying to... There's some tightening up of scores around the grounds. Alinda hit the front, and Berwick Springs have just got back up there. They're up by 4 points, and only 3 points of difference down at Officer as well. As the ball comes out now through to a jury. And we're going to see another stoppage and ball up here, I'd say, or has he dived on it? He has dived on it. Umpire Taylor's got them for holding the ball, and Pal's trying to take the ball off him to give it back to Gregory. And Sam Gregory here chips out wide, just enough in front of his teammate there of McSpearin. McSpearin chipping in short, finding Magoga. And 25 metres for creeping over the mark.
So it should be within
asked to
range.
stand. Well, actually, yeah, put him in range.
So just the behind, I think, for Magoga so far.
Oh, he's gone the quick play on towards Sandals. It comes off hands, though. Oh, picking that up nicely was Bishop for Junction. They've got some numbers here, but a quick kick has to come out with the pressure that Ye was putting on. And it's fallen in the hands there of Seath. There was a fortuitous kick to Rifle. Rifle kicks it short to Bale.
It probably needed to be on the end of this kick, but
yeah.
And it chipped wide, and no mark can be taken there by Sandals. So Bale will get down there now. He's probably the main target up forward at the moment. Sandals just getting across to affect the kick. It will be a boundary throw in. Just short of half forward for Yarra Junction. So Walkley back in the ruck for the Eagles. And doing the ruck duties here is Darcy Pell for Ye. And Pell's got the ball in hand at the moment. He handballs over the top there to Witten. And Witten runs into a bit of trouble. He's turned it over. In fact, they keep it in play. No, they don't. Or is it? No, it's a free kick, in fact. So free kick for a push going to go the way of the Tigers. And it'll come back to Witten, who looks to switch it up and then decides against it and just chips up the line to Paddy Evans, the captain, who does go inboard with a kick, and that might work out okay. And they're probably away now as well, the Tigers. They've got plenty of runners around, but they've run into a bit of trouble. Evans meant to be on the receiving end of the kick, but it probably wasn't the best one for him. Now Ye can... Oh.
He had extra pace, but he just slipped over his own feet there, unfortunately. Vahora. No, it wasn't Vahora, it was Seath.
Got there first, but then, just lost his footing. And slips over, so Walkley in the ruck once again up against Pell. Pell to the front, won the tap, it'll shark beautifully by Seath. Gets the kick away, again. But he slipped over again. He's turned it over, and Evans has picked it up and set it towards centre half forward. The kick just falls short of his teammate. They still a chance though. Mick Spearin can send him inside forward 50, but he goes out wide, and that's pretty good vision in the end too. To Christie.
Played on.
Christie checks the kick. Looking for Gregory. Oh, he just couldn't quite take the mark. He still picks it up though, Gregory. Can swing onto the right boot. Has a kick towards goal. It'll probably fall short, will it?
No,
or did it get there? It's home.
Shepherded through.
He's kicked the goal, Gregory, and it's a 56-point margin, 14-10-94. Yay, currently leading Yarra Junction 5-8-38, and we've been going 10.5 minutes into the final quarter.
Yes, and checking around the grounds with these tight score games. It's Wandon just up by 15 points on Upway. Only 7 points in it now. Manev, the lead, 78-71 over Pakenham. Berwick Springs up by 3 points, 42-39. 4-15. We talk about accurate kicking, inaccurate kicking costing you games. Alinda's kicked 4-14. And the other one's still 3 points in the favour of Emerald. As Ye have won this centre clearance, but streaming off half back here is Luke Spalding. Gets the handball inboard to the feet of Reid. He picked it up nicely and got it back to Spalding. Now Ye on the outer side. They're working these 1-2s here. It's back to Spalding, back to Reid. Reid does a nice little gymnastics move to regaining his feet. The kick in towards the four lines, going over Bale's head. Oh, look at this speed. Is that Bishop?
It was,
lovely bit of speed out of the back of the pack there, and Yarra Junction have hit the scoreboard into the fourth quarter. 6-8-44.
That's crumbing work at its finest. Pretzel, that was beautifully read there by Bishop. And he's
lovely bit of play. They needed more of that all afternoon.
No, exactly right. They've been missing McComb up forward for most of the day. And they get it there in the end of the game, but probably a little bit too little too late, but still very beautifully done by Bishop. Nonetheless, as we wait for the ball to come back to the middle, and it's gotten there.
Back to a 50-point margin.
That's it, exactly right. So it's back in the middle once again. Pell is probably going to do the ruck duties for most of this last quarter, as we probably won't see Sealy come back on maybe for the last minute or two. So Pell, he did well, waited at ground level and won the tap, but the ball was sharked there by DeJager, who can go inside forward 50. They might be able to get one out the back, but once again the Tigers with all the numbers. Bennett sold the candy, got the handball away just in time. He's got it back now as well. Long kick to about half forward, or just short of that as well. Now they can continue to go. Here's Mick Spearin, goes with a handball, or probably wasn't the best handball in the end. He put his teammate there. I think it was Magoga under all sorts of pressure. And now DeJager once again. Handballs there to his teammate in blue mink. And now they can go again. Here is DeJager through the middle of the ground looking for an option. Oh, Walkley probably dropped what he should have taken. And now they can go back the other way. Beautifully picked up at ground level there by Faulkner, who kicks to half forward and nearly turned it over. They've affected the pass pretty well here, have the Eagles. And now they can get some numbers back here. Trying to pick it up at ground level there is Rifle, who's under pressure. And interesting looking handball.
Holding the ball.
It is holding the ball. So tried his hardest, did Rifle. Bennett's got it at the moment.
Need to make sure they don't give it away.
No, certainly. So Bennett just backpedals. Asks for a long option to kick to. He kicks it to about 40 metres. A big fly, but no mark can be taken. Spills out the back. Spalding was taken high.
Yep.
So it's a free kick to the Eagles.
You might need to open your window a little. It's getting a bit foggy in here.
Yeah.
Bit exciting in the last few minutes. No, not all the way there. I can't see through there. There we go. That'll do. So Spalding goes towards the outer side. He's found a teammate. I think it's Fennell out there. Looking inboard. He's found a teammate in short. Now they've got somebody out here out in the wing. A little bit of run again, just like the last bit of play where they scored a goal off, but that kick is not the best to Armstrong. You don't kick it to his feet. That's way too low for a big man to get. Good tackle coming in there by Dargy, and he's going to be rewarded with a free kick. So Dargy plays on the left foot towards centre half forward, towards Walkley. Pell's in there for Yay as well. They had the numbers with Faulkner. Faulkner's handball's not the best, but keeping his feet, or keeping his composure there was Cunningham, and getting to the run at some running teammates through. Cameron Evans gets the handball out wide towards now Papadopoulos. He picks it up. The pressure's on there from Fennell, who does well. Nearly could have been rewarded. That should be a free kick for holding, and it will be, because Josh Reid did not have the ball. And the ball's just been thrown back to his feet, getting up maybe a little bit of cramp there as well. A couple of players with some stretching the calves in this later in this game here, Aidan.
It's a big round.
Reach the 15-minute mark. So Reid just goes long down the line. Oh, good placement in front there by Bloomink. Yep. He gets it up down the line. And Junction kicking around the corner. Got it towards the forward 50 and the boundary line. I'll be able to reset from there.
So stoppage at half forward for Yarra Junction. Might be an opportunity for another goal potentially. Just the 6 goals in the afternoon so far. Getting to the front was Walkley. No one can really rove the tap cleanly, and it'll find its way back over the boundary line for another stoppage.
There's still 8 points of difference at Manev. Manev 85, Pakenham 77. Final score, Berwick Springs have broken the duck.
There we go.
There we go for the Titans. 6-6-42 have defeated Alinda Ferny Creek 4-15-39.
Oh dear. There we go. So now there might be an opportunity to reload Sandals, who's found his way into the back line, but the mark is taken by Bennett. Sandals might be an option further afield.
And it's still Emerald just by 2 points over Officer.
Bennett, the kick probably goes over the head, and Luke Spalding, who's had a fantastic day, probably been the best player for Junction. Takes the
by far.
Intercept mark over Mick Spearin. So Spalding, down the ground he goes, looking for Mackenzie Bale. Bennett was to the front, but he couldn't hold the mark. Just getting the handball away in time was Gilmore. And they go down the line once again, parking himself under as Mick Spearin.
He had to stay, he did well.
And they win it back to Junction, and here is the big man in Armstrong, who's probably
have a shot
too far to have a score. He goes pretty long with a kick though, but
no one there at all.
Exactly right. Walkley was the only man nearest to it, but in the end the mark was taken there by the big fella and Pell, who finds an option to the outer side, and I think that's Gilmore. No, it's not. It's Papadopoulos, who chips it in ball. That's a pretty good looking kick as well to Magoga. And Magoga just chips it backwards once again to Papadopoulos, who kicks across goal and finds Gregory. So they're just trying to milk a few minutes off the clock now. Gregory does take a bounce. He takes a second. He's probably got to get rid of it now. Oh, he's in trouble.
He's fallen over.
And Horridge didn't even need to tackle him. He just stole the ball from him, sends it inside forward 50, and Walkley's on the end of the kick. So here's a shot at goal for Junction.
Oh, the old man trying to make a play, but just couldn't hold his feet there, Aidan.
No, exactly right. And no, he did that pretty well there, Horridge. He realised he didn't have to lay the tackle. The ball slipped out. He picked it up, and the vision was very good to Walkley, who's got a shot from about 30 metres out on a bit of an angle. 7.5 minutes gone into the final quarter. And the big ruckman, who was yet to hit the scoreboard today, with a pretty decent opportunity here. And he comes now. He starts at left, or he starts at right, in fact, and it's marked on the line. There we go. So
play on.
It's a kick around the corner, and that looks like a goal, and it is. So a couple of late ones here for the Eagles. They get it back to 44 points. So I'm sure Walkley won't mind that. Does count as an effective disposal at the end of the day, and I'm sure in a couple of years' time he'll say, oh, that's exactly what I meant to do. But it certainly looked like a shot at goal to me. But anyway, well, I think it might be that man Mead to get it. It is, in fact.
It is.
So Mead's kicked 3 goals.
Yeah, a nice return on the afternoon. 7-8-50. Junction now to 14-10-94.
So we just wait for the ball.
18 minutes gone. We've just ticked into time on. And the close ones, an update, it's only 2 points the difference at Mount Evelyn. Mount Evelyn's still in the lead. And it is 4 points for Officer who have now hit the lead against Emerald. Jury is going to be a free kick here to Junction out of the middle. You've got to get it and go behind your mark. Young Corin a rifle. Kicks towards centre half forward. That's not the bad option to Walkley. He can rove this as well. Oh, just couldn't quite pick it up easily, but Fennell's there to help him out. Good play there, and he just took too long. Had no options coming at him. It was all Yay jumpers in the defence, in his forward 50. In defence, they'd push back nicely for Yay. Great tackle rewarded there by Yay. Now they can move it through the middle towards Party Evans. The party is on. Kicks it out wide. Finds Papadopoulos. Played that wing and half back role rather nicely this afternoon. Now they've found Gilby. Gilby and has found Sutherland. Let's see if he's as good from this pocket, Aidan. He loves them out wide.
Yeah, that's it. He seems to work for his kick to the far side of the ground. Let's see what he can do from the clubroom side, Pretzel. He's already got 5 goals.
Largest return from anyone on the day. Steps around a little bit for this one. Deliberately watched it on the boot, but just swings it a little bit left. So he's now got 5 goals forward. 9 scoring shots on the afternoon. He's not a bad day's output.
Well, he was 22 goals coming into the season, so he's moved the tally up to 27. He's had a very good year and been a good option for Yay up forward. Hurry Jury's on the end of this kick in, and he couldn't quite hold the mark.
He's getting a free kick for a push.
Won a free kick, as mentioned there by Cameron. So Jury, not really a lot of options to go to at the minute. He just goes backwards and
just holding on to it. Ralph.
Wasn't the best kick in the air, but works out okay. So Ralph goes back into the defensive goal square.
Yeah, these chip ones have been short all afternoon.
Kettle's kick not the best. Looking for Reed. They might still make this work, and now they can get on a bit of a run.
The bounce was dangerous there.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. If he got tackled, could have been holding the ball. But anyway, they continue to work it forward, and that was done pretty nicely there through Wiltshire. But now Yay might be able to win the ball back, and they can do just that. Here is Evans once again. He's had a very good afternoon as well. Handballs out to a teammate there, and Mackay. Haven't called his name too often. Picked up at ground level once again, and over the boundary line she goes. And it will be a boundary throw in over the clubroom side of the ground, just forward of centre for the Tigers. 21 minutes gone into quarter number 4. The scores here, Yay 14-11-95. Currently leading Yarra Junction 7-8-45. There's still a couple of minutes to play out, and Bishop taking in the tackle.
Too high.
And it was too high. I think that was a good decision there. Just got a little bit overzealous. And Bishop chips it further afield. Oh, gee, bit of a fly from the back there by Gilmore, but he just couldn't quite take it down to ground. Now Yay continue to press forward once again. That kick not really going to anyone in particular. Plenty of players attacked it. Reed gets the ball moving forward off the right boot, but he's turned it over. Now, where can they go here? The Tigers, that kick was affected slightly, but it might work out okay. Here is that man in sandals who's got on the end of this ball. Another handball over the top. It'll work out well to Cunningham. Cunningham onto Gregory. Gregory from 50 metres out looking for Bennett, who's taking the one-hander. And he'll run into the open goal. He'll keep... Oh, there we go. And he's taunted him as well. A bit cheeky there by the young man, but he puts it through in the end as Bennett. It's back to 51 points, and they've cracked 100. 15-11, 101. The Tigers currently leading Yarra Junction 7-8-50.
He would get 15 yards for that, Aidan. in another world, another sport, but that's his 3rd goal in the afternoon to Joe Bennett. And a couple of these close ones, Wandon have skipped out on Upway, so that one should be done and dusted. Mount Evelyn are now 92, leading Pakenham 83. As we said, Berwick Springs have broken their duck for the year. They won by 3 points over Olinda, and Officer are now 48, leading Emerald 43.
Olinda must have struggled with that wind down there at McMorland, I reckon.
Yes, it's very different conditions down there. some teams are struggling with. Out of the centre, here goes Bishop from Junction. That's a great centre clearance out to Rifle towards the boundary line. Yay through Gilby. His chip kick is found Bennett. Bennett on the half-back line now. The man has kicked 3. Working up and down the wings, lovely. Nicely this afternoon. That kick overshot Marasco. Coming through was Reed. Picked it up, handballed it forward. Now, but rebounding is Tyler Faulkner from Yay. Out towards the outer side. McSpearin for Yay. Takes on an opponent. Puts it in towards the forward 50 towards Sutherland. Could have gone with 2 hands. Just went with a 1. It went over the back, and Yarra Junction have some numbers to reset.
So getting the handball back to Jury there. It was pretty nicely done by Kettle and Jury. He's had a pretty good second half so far as well, and he finds Diego just inside the centre square there at half-back. So Diego chips it towards our broadcast position, and Hurry Jury wasn't expecting it at all.
Was going to get a touch.
He's under all sorts of pressure, and he's gone. I think he had prior there, Hurry Jury. And it was a bit unfortunate for him because he didn't expect the pass to come his way. And Cunningham and Sandals taking him down in a joint tackle, and that's a pretty good kick there as well. Finding the skipper at Evans, who's had a pretty good day as well, had plenty of it. And he chips it short, and that's a really good kick. And guess who? It's oh, no, it's not. I thought it was Corbin. It's Brad Clements, who's only kicked the one behind so far. So maybe an opportunity for Brad Clements to kick his first goal for the afternoon. Pretty decent kick required here as well, distance-wise. And he comes. Probably for kick from just outside 50. Clements.
He plays on.
Works on a bit of an arc. It looks pretty good off the boot. Does it have the carry? No, it doesn't.
Touched by Spalding. Of course it was.
So Spalding affecting everything at the moment. Rushes it over. So 15-12, 102 now are Yay. Leading Yarra Junction 7-8-50. And Luke Spalding being very good down there in defence.
Close to the end of the match. We've done 24 and a half minutes here, Aidan.
Yep.
So the kick in by Spalding. Marked by McKenzie Bale. Half-back line. Chipped it in, but straight to Clements. And trying to give Yay another score before the end of this one. As Clements' chip kick to Aidan McSpearin has been marked. You have to kick from 50 or 51. No, he's being told to go back around.
Oops. Poor old Blue Mickey. He's taken the intercept mark and slipped over, and it was all for nothing. Oh, no, he didn't realise as well. Oh, no, poor. Oh, no.
He's hit the target, though. And now we can have the set shot taken. He's played on. Lucky the siren didn't go. It wouldn't have counted. He's kicked it towards the hot spot. No, over the back there was Spalding. Knocked it down in front. Sandals there trying to pick it up. Manoeuvre his way through. It was tackled straight away. We'll see a ball up. Top of the goal square here for Yay. Oh, Party Evans. The party man's gone in the ruck. Tapped it down there to Corbin, and Corbin, he's got the double. 5-5, Aidan.
10 scoring shots, 15-13, now 103 are Yay. Currently leading Yarra Junction 7-8-50.
26-minute mark, the longest quarter so far. We have had a lot of goals.
So Spalding in the back pocket. He's brought his own ball today. Looks further afield. Up and under ball, looking for McKenzie Bale, or maybe even Blooming, who got to the front in the end, but he couldn't hold the mark. Taken to ground there was Witten. Clements won the footy. Here is Gilmore. Handball though, missed the target. It might work out okay for Evans. No, he didn't get the good bounce. And now they go back the other way, Junction. With that kick there a little bit errant. It might still work out okay. And getting it over the boundary line is Mead. He's had a pretty good afternoon. He's kicked 3 goals. And he gets a stoppage for Yarra Junction. Not too long to go now.
Got the thumbs up from the water carriers.
Yeah,
excited to be out there.
No, they've had a big day as well. So it's a big ground to cover. So the tap one there by that man there, Marasco. And Yay aren't done yet. They've not. And
downfield or?
I think so.
Yep, downfield. They'll go to Sandals.
So Sandals with the free kick, who doesn't want to waste any time as well. So they're really looking to get some percentage here. Yay, they haven't stopped. Haven't taken the foot off the pedal. Good looking kick, just falling short of Clements.
I reckon he's a sub Clements. I haven't really seen him until the last bit of the last
control, McSpearin centres the ball. Here is Sutherland. It's Christie, in fact.
That's a goal.
And it's a goal. So Christie puts it through. And it's a 59-point margin now. 16-13, 109 EA leading Yarra Junction 7-8-50. And just some extra bit of percentage here for the Tigers. And certainly doing a very good job here today. And first goal of the afternoon there to Jack Christie to kick the one behind captain just before. And yes, he is the vice captain, the number 7.
I'll quickly check on these updated Premier scores because Div 1, there isn't any really close. 2 points the difference. Mount Ever only in the lead by 2 points, 98-96. We'll keep an eye on that one for everybody listening at home. And Officer have got home. They've just got over Emerald, so Emerald couldn't make it at the 6 goals 12. Won the day for Officer, 48 over Emerald, 6-9-45.
So they're 4-3 now, Officer. So we're back in the middle once again. No one can... No, it's a free kick here for a high contact. And it's going to go the way of Trent Fennell, who wheels onto the right boot. Kick to half forward. Is a mark taken? No, Bale just couldn't quite stick it at the end. And there's the siren. And that will do us here at the A Showgrounds. And it was a pretty dominant victory in the end by the Tigers to the tune of 59 points. 16-13, 109. The A Tigers defeating the Yarra Junction Eagles 7-8-50.